Hello, hello. Welcome to Meditation Nerd. My apologies for the delayed start. I was having some mic issues. So we're just going with my laptop speaker today because my other mic is shorting out. So I wanted to do another naked pause because it's important that we check in with how our meditative practice is showing up, and I wanted a dedicated space to make time for us to do that. Even if it's just 2 minutes, that's still gonna set a pretty good place to start. You can always go deeper. I just wanted this to be a space where we could do that regularly. So no tune in necessary. We're not going to do anything crazy. We're just going to go inward, notice where our practice is showing up for us. I actually had some notes. Give me 1 second to get back there. Then I'll actually start with the timer. Okay. All right, so go ahead and close your eyes or soften your gaze if that feels more appropriate. Again, we're just doing 2 minutes here today. And I want you to just really sink into your body and just ask yourself where you notice your practice sitting. Where is it showing up strongly? Where is it absent? And just take a couple minutes here to notice where it shows up in your body. I realize this is easier to do when we're doing yoga, when we're moving through poses. There's tender spots when we're moving, there's lighter spots when we're moving. That's why I felt like this was an important part of the meditative practice to include because it's not as obvious. We do need to sit with it and notice where in our body our meditative practice is showing up. I'm noticing some really big shifts in myself with the vibrational unwinding that we did. I've maintained that. I'm going to maintain that for 40 days. I'm going to speak more about that in the mat video tomorrow. These can be subtle shifts, they don't need to be big. And then any spots that you notice, if there's something that feels like it needs to bubble up and express further, just sit with it, see what it has to say. If it's a tight spot, it's a wide open spot, maybe it wants to guide you in a more harmonious way to reach more lighter spots. Maybe the tight spot wants your attention more. I know my low back does. I am not sitting right, and I've got some stuck stuff there, so it's tightening to let me know it wants some attention. Okay, and then just take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And that's all. Just taking a couple minutes out of our day to check in with ourselves, notice where our meditative practice is showing up, where we feel it's lagging. These check ins become easier over time as you start to connect with yourself and see where you want more to show up or where you need to let go of, things like that. So I hope you found this helpful. Thank you as always for joining me, and see you next time.